This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Wolverine Power Cooperative and Great Lakes Energy. Your local electric cooperative is looking out for you. And by Manton Healthcare Cadillac Rehab Services.
Welcome everybody to the post-game show here at Pine River High School. The Bucks with a 15-point victory here on homecoming. Congratulations to Pine River as they move to 5-2. Manton with a tough, hard-fought battle, a tough loss here tonight, will fall to 4-3. The Rangers have some work to do if they hope to get into the playoffs. Mike, why don't you give us a little wrap-up on how scoring and some of the big plays that we saw out there tonight?
It was a slow start for the Rangers. They 3 and out. First couple possessions, had a couple tough ones. Actually, they had 3 plays and there was a hold, so they did get a first down. But anyway, couldn't move the ball. Pine River comes in that long drive and then turn it over inside the 10. But then Manton goes for a safety.
Yeah.
And so Pine River ups with a 2-0 lead, and then shortly thereafter, Elijah Lewis goes on an 11-yard run to make it 9-0, and then he has that 69-yard run by Elijah Lewis to go up 16-0 with 9:44 to play in the half. And then Manton does come back in the second quarter with 5:51 to play. Hessel finds number 5 for Manton, Regnaris, on that fantastic catch in the corner of the end zone, cut it 16-8, and got the 2-point conversion. And that was Jacob Hahn taking the handoff in that formation. Pine River comes back, and remember they scored with 19.5 to go in the half, a 25-yard run by Brock Nelson. That was right before that. It appeared that Pine River was stalled out, and Hill connects with Rupert for that. It was a 3rd and 22 play, and they go to midfield.
Yeah, they get 25, 26 yards on that.
They kept the ball, and then Nelson makes that great run to go up 23-8 at the half. And, I think that really put Manton on their heels, and they come out in the second half. And, Manton comes out onside kick, right, recovers. And then they go hustle to Raiden for that 71-yard touchdown where Lewis caught him from behind. He fumbles, the ball goes in the end zone. He jumps back on it. Cut it 26-14 or 23-14. And then Omar Aguiar hits the 39-yarder.
39-yarder, and he wasn't done.
Yeah, he wasn't done. Takes it 26-14. And then he comes back and goes with a 36-yarder. And, we talked about that late in the game. You already got the game in the bag, 26-14. But, playoff experience coming. Get your kicker some work while you can. They didn't run the score up. It was one of those plays you got to get some work in a game like this. You're going to need it. Like you mentioned, sloppy conditions.
And as much high-quality, great sportsmanship by both teams out there during the game, helping each other up. Handshakes on good plays, all that kind of stuff. So I
don't think Coach Lonnie will read into that at all.
Don't see it that way at all.
It was like they were running a reverse or throwing the ball deep late in the game. And, Coach Martin did a nice job with his boys, too, after, the tragedy of the school experience this morning in Pine River. And, hearts go out to both teams. Yeah. But, Pine River moves to 5-2, 2 more games on the road against Holton, on the road against Reed City. Hope to get 1 to get in the playoffs, and then Manton now moves 2 on the road against Morley Stanwood and Rogers City to see if they can, maybe capture a couple of wins to stay in the playoff hunt. So Lake City's the cream of the crop right now, 7-0 with their win tonight against Everett, and then they have they're on the road against Kent City, and then they're home against Sanford Meridian. So that's the kind of how the Highland Conference shaping up right now, and McBain 4-2 tonight, playing Beale City.
See how they did on that game,
and they could be moving on as well.
Yep. How about a big thank you to our sponsors, everybody? Our presenting sponsors, Manton Healthcare Cadillac Hospital, Wolverine Power Cooperative, and Great Lakes Energy, Fox Motors of Cadillac, Cadillac Tire, LC Materials, Hoagland Hardware. If they don't have it, you do not need it. Mr. Pibb's Restaurant, Four Seasons Family Restaurant, Leroy Tool and Die, and Pizza Plus. And certainly we want to mention people behind the scenes here for Mike and I out in the cold and the rain here tonight. Running camera crew, we had Jansen, Howard, we had Caden Darrow, and we also had Aaron Dunlop. Behind the scenes in the truck tonight, Adam Rodriguez, and directing Wyatt Van Dynen. Those people just week in and week out, they're out in the elements doing some great camera work for us. We appreciate all that they do behind the scenes to help us bring you the broadcast. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast here from Pine River area schools tonight. Pine River High School, the Bucks with a 29-14. On behalf of 26 Sports and CCTV, wish you all a good night.